Hey, how about the Astros back-to-back 10-plus run outings? They win Wednesday night over the Cardinals 10-7. They win last night 14-0 over St. Louis. I gotta say, as someone who is wavering and is the epitome of a bandwagon baseball fan, I'm feeling pretty good going into this weekend series for the Astros against the Rangers. I'm not sure which of the drops we're about to play are more a part of American pop culture, but I'm going to quote two people. I'm going to quote Michael Corleone, and I'm going to quote Silvio from The Sopranos quoting Michael Corleone. After, rough weekend in L.A., rough week the week before, just when I thought I was out on the Astros, they pulled me back in.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
So that's the Corleone version. I've yet to watch Godfather Part 3. That might be a drunken watch in the near future. I hear it's terrible except for the Andy Garcia parts, but that the rest of the movie is weird. I think that Francis Ford Coppola forced in like his cousin or his daughter wife or something weird.
His daughter plays like Andy Garcia's love interest.
Okay.
And she is not a good actress.
Right. And isn't there something else that might have been going on too? I forget. Someone else can fill us in.
Don't
This
be
is
careful
horrible
throwing these
speculation.
accusations.
It's fine. It happened 40 years ago. You know, I'm a dumb radio host. I have plausible deniability. So is it the Michael Corleone version from Godfather Part 3, or is it as made probably more popular by Silvio and The Sopranos saying, just when I thought I was out, it pulled me back in.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Either way, I'm feeling good going into this weekend series. A 4-game series against the Texas Rangers. The Astros are 5 games back. It's a successful weekend if the Astros take 3 of 4. And I think we'll all be feeling great as we get closer and closer to the All-Star break, after which we hope Yordan Alvarez will be back. I don't know if that's going to happen. After which, I guess, per Ken Rosenthal, the Astros are expecting Michael Brantley to be back. Yeah, we've heard that one before. So,
just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
when it comes to Michael Brantley, that's true. They do this a lot. Just when you think he's dead, they pull you back in.
I legitimately thought he was out, but now he's being pulled back in.
They pull me back in. I love the way that Silvio says it. I think he sells it with a little more gusto.
He hams up the already hammed up
Yes.
Pacino.
Right. But here's the thing. That wasn't super hammed up Pacino. Pacino hadn't gone full scent of a woman, heat, probably on cocaine for all of the movies
that was
he
like
was
a
doing.
6 on the Pacino ham scale. It's
Yeah.
he turned it up a little, but not that much.
She's got a great ass! Like
Yeah,
that. He's not there. That would have been great, though, for Godfather Part 3. I bleep you not. And again, we'll talk a little bit about the Astros and Rangers in a moment. One time at college, I was so annihilated. We were watching a movie in my friend's common room, and I was really wrecked. Thanks, Jack Daniels. And I remember thinking that Godfather Part 3, I was watching it. I was actually watching Scarface. And I was like, Jesus, there's chainsaws going on in this movie? Because early on, if you watch Scarface, one of Tony Montana's associates gets literally chainsawed in a bathtub. And they're about to do it to Tony Montana. And I forget how he escapes. Somehow he gets through the window. But it was pretty dark open. I'm like, damn, Godfather Part 3. I can see why nobody likes it. It's a bit of a shift, but I'm kind of into it. I said as I was like basically drooling while lying on the couch watching. And by watching, I say like, well, sort of watching this movie.
Being in the same room and looking at Scarface.
This is probably the most meaningful series between the Astros and Rangers since 2015. I actually went back and took a look. So in 2016, there were a couple of series at the end of the year between the Astros and Rangers, but Texas was basically up 11 games at that point. And the Astros ended up finishing in third place in 2016. The Mariners actually snuck ahead of them and were in second. So you go back to 2015 where the Rangers won the AL West by 2 games. Texas swept Houston over 4 games from September 14th through 17th. And while Houston took 2 of 3 a little bit later, that was enough. A 4-game sweep, like you're done. That did it. And I'm thinking back to that moment in time. That is legitimately the last time that the battle for the silver boot had any juice whatsoever. But now you're going up to Arlington, and there is an update with the Texas Rangers. Let's give the people another episode of Rangers Watch.
In the eyes of a ranger, the unsuspecting stranger had better know the truth of wrong from right. 'Cause the eyes of the ranger are upon you. Any wrong you do, he's gonna see. When you're in Texas, look behind you.
But also in front?
'Cause that's where the ranger's gonna be.
Walker told me I had AIDS.
I'm sorry, that part is the greatest part of American television in the last 30 years. Haley Joel Osment telling Wilford Brimley, Walker told me I have AIDS. So the Texas Rangers have 4 all-star starters. Catcher Jonah Heim, second baseman Marcus Semien, shortstop Corey Seager, third baseman Josh Jung. We know about the run differential. We know about a lot of statistics. Their bullpen not so great, but their pitching is good enough. This is going to be a challenge this weekend. How much of one? I don't know. And I'll throw the question out once again. I know we've done this before. Do you take the Rangers seriously? I imagine Tab, who's out in Beaumont, is probably going to call in and talk some trash about his Rangers. I would like us to talk a little bit of trash about the Rangers going into this weekend so that we've all got the positive vibes, if you will, going into it. But Texas, 4 all-star starters. The Astros, 0. It's weird. It's weird to be here where there's not one. And it makes sense because Yordan Alvarez has been hurt. Jose Altuve was hurt such a long period of time. I'm not even sure, though, that Alvarez would have gotten into the All-Star game. I guess he could have gotten in over Yandy Diaz, who's the first baseman, the Tampa Bay Rays first baseman. But I don't know. I feel like Yordan would have been pushed towards designated hitter, and Shohei Ohtani is the designated hitter starter. If Shohei Ohtani's your starter on the mound, I guess that would have opened the door for Yordan Alvarez, and I'm not 100% sure what's going on with the starting pitching situation.
Normally would. They've done it before where they have Shohei start and DH, like he does on the Angels.
Oh, okay.
Where he does both. That's the whole point of having Ohtani in the game.
Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. Huh.
No, he probably would have gotten an outfield slot, I imagine.
Maybe, yeah. I took a look at the other outfielders. I mean, Mike Trout's a fraud.
It would have been against Randy Rosarena. He probably would have gotten. It would have been close with Randy.
It is a Tampa Bay Ray. Like you would think that you could beat the Tampa Bay Rays in voting. However, the Rays have 2 starters and no one goes to their games.
Yeah. Also, I noticed that the AL team is basically the Rangers and Rays and Angels.
Yes.
It's 2 Angels, 2 Rays, and 4
and Aaron
Rangers
Judge.
and
Right.
Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
And then the NL team is the Dodgers and the Braves with like a couple other guys. That's really the two all-star teams are like 4 teams.
Yeah, pretty much. Hopefully Framber gets in. I mean,
He'll probably get in.
Framber, Phil Maton. That's probably it. 2 all-stars.
Rafael Montero can throw the home
Batting
run
practice?
derby.
Yes, for the home run derby?
Home run derby.
Oh my God, dude. I mean, he threw 2 innings last night.
Yeah.
Maybe. Hey, I have an idea. Hear me out. Okay?
I might be against this, but keep going.
F it. Rafael Montero as a starter. How about this? Rafael Montero as an opener. Huh? You got to use him somehow. You got to figure it out.
And just use them where you have the most time to recover.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because he's like, it's essentially just so demoralizing to bring him in. It's essentially like you're bringing in the Mountain from Game of Thrones to face you in a trial by combat in the 8th inning. Like all right, you do it early on. Maybe there's some hope.
And it's also like just psychologically, you would always rather be the one like chasing the game. Like you rather be like, oh, we're making a comeback, as
Right.
opposed to like, oh my God, we're about to blow this. So not your worst idea.
Thank
you know what?
Sean.
With that idea, I think I can say.
Just when I thought I was out.
They pulled me back in. We're in on Montero. We're in on Brantley returning. We're back in on the Astros.
I can't wait for them to like split the series, but
And then-
one of the wins actually be a Paul Gallant loss.
Well, here's
and
the thing.
You should go through the record and like give the Astros real record.
See, Sean, the Astros are in luck because 4-day weekend ahead of us, and I'm going to be coming back probably feeling pretty good and or dead from binge drinking because I said I was going to give up drinking, and then literally
Yesterday.
J Bar M. Well, yeah, I also said I was going to do that yesterday too. J Bar M came in like right after I said I'm going to finish drinking, and they bring a ranch water, and I'm like, well, damn it. And then yesterday after the show, we had a meeting with the new PD, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm probably not going to drink today. Oh, I don't even know how much sake I had yesterday. It was a good time though, good old time.